Hey peeps, Pinkle16 here on another video of my own to commentate over. I'm up to Super Mario 64 Adventures Episode 4, A Trip to Blooper Land. This is literally the YTR episode that I was planning to do for so long that I didn't exactly have any good ideas for, but it's essentially a damsel in distress video. And you'll see why in a moment. I was planning to do a YTR centered video for a while after I joined YTR, but I was particularly timid of using color codes because I didn't have much experience. Plus I didn't want to make things seem out of context. So I was willing to wait it out until I gained some more experience, and as such, I obviously waited until I did get enough. Essentially, I hadn't told the other three characters about my romps to YTR until now. They just assumed I was going somewhere important, but I now was going to actually bring them to YTR. Okay, that's YouTube, that's not my video. I don't remember ever editing having stuff like that appearing. YouTube is stuffing it up. Oh my god, is YouTube going to do this the entire time? This is not my actual video. If this was my video, it would actually have better, it wouldn't skip like that. Oh my god. I swear it's some sort of update or something that screwed it up. But none of the footage was ever like this. I don't ever remember my video when I watch it being like this. He assumed what I meant already. My clip at the time for the Sonic Rush Adventure cutscene normal theme wasn't long enough, so I had to loop it. It faded at the end, and so when I made it skip again, it was louder. Nowadays, I've recorded a better version of that, so that's not going to really happen. And if I ever need a longer version, I've got a longer version. Like, I could get a longer version. I have the game, and I could probably record the song. And I've unlocked the song, so I can play it in the sound test. YouTube, why did you screw up my old videos? Basically, he's saying that Akin acts like a spaz sometimes, and Blue's gonna be the sane person. It's one of those, oh, why did you say that? Kind of moment. Yes, I told them off screen. Usually I assume this stuff happens off screen. I have a terrible habit of doing that. And you're never gonna see her again. She wasn't particularly important. I just wanted to show that she was in the series. This is one of Simon's covers. Yeah, if you wonder why Jinder wasn't there, supposedly he was in front of where the camera was for Kim, but I usually would record that now better. Yes, I totally already told them. Me lying, obviously. He wouldn't understand because he never had a name issue with me, so he would never understand a name issue with him. He was around this time quite random Luigi fan he was. I sound really weird when I say that. But he was at the time. Most of YTR was being in October. Brandon at the time told me that this color text wasn't particularly the best. He says she's had fun adventures with us. He said still while doing that because it's the camera. I can't. It's the castle camera. I can't exactly do anything about it. Basically, she's had fun adventures with us, meaning all the other videos they've made prior to this point. Really terrible text color. Even Fawns is a terrible text color. Oh, like that beach we built means, like a Minecraft, one of the Minecraft servers we built. Me and her built a beach in one of the Minecraft servers. Thankfully, it's the server that was saved, so I still have that beach. But the server's not up anymore. Basically, what I'm saying here is she also made a statue of, Yip, and we played on it a bit. These were recent events in YTR that I'm recalling at the time of the scripting. I'm trying to reference episode 2 here. At least I'm actually referencing something instead of tossing it aside. It kind of goes both ways. I turned it into a rivalry and he turned it into a rivalry in the story. Okay, do you want to know what was behind this? I was trying to imitate the Skype randomness, the Skype conversation battles that were happening and the rivalries that they had. Okay? I know this was not based off of Brandon's video because he based that off of mine. This was the only time I was allowed to use Captain's color code before he was like, no, I don't want to be in anything anymore. So, screw you. Thankfully, he allowed me to use it for the video I was releasing, but not anymore. This was before he made me quit using it.
You keep saying you'll drop the bass on me, but that won't ever happen.
Yeah, I actually got them to record these script lines. Why? I wanted this bit to be particularly voice acted. Thankfully, they cooperated and actually recorded the script lines.
Captain, how many times have you lost arguments to me?
I forgot?
Exactly. It shows me just how stupid you truly are.
Basically, I was trying to reference the Skype conversation battles that have been happening because he was constantly being proven wrong by CD. And I wanted to reference that. And Gender was the victim of watching this. I'm not sure if either of them actually saw the video though. I'm glad they cooperated anyway. Yeah, I was basically tossing them aside, putting them in the scene so I could focus on the main part of the video. They met YTR people and then spent the rest of the video with them off screen. random new users that had come into YTR at the time. Yeah, that was a thing with Bryn at the time. Sometimes we would just call him, that he would be referred to with the glitch, as we so called it, because of his accent and because of a thing that happened. He noted a particular instance and called it the glitch. Starman went on about this, and then it became the only thing that encompassed him. So I was trying to reference that only slightly so that it wouldn't become stupid. So that's why I say the just kidding bit. I was trying to create a small conflict here. It wasn't meant to be particularly large. I was trying to show Smuss's attitude. At the time. Yes, he's been sitting here the entire time and he did nothing. I think... Oh yeah, it was something to do with him liking fruit. That's why I said I'm gonna go look in the fridge again. And because he's a Yoshi, he eats stuff. I wanted to show Enzo off because he's a particularly funny nut. Kind of ironic since he's the only person I know now. Yeah. Remember what I said in the reminiscences about Captain making a Captain CD-ROM thing? Yeah. I was referencing that because I wanted to make things make sense. Too bad he ditched it. And I got them to record their script lines too. I don't normally voice act. Trollbrew, I never got to explain who he was because he appeared in Blooper 40. Okay, let me actually explain who he is since I'm going to be the one who's going to take the job of actually reviving him. Starman created a boo that it was in the middle of around Blooper 40 Part 6, and I think Enzo had like come back or something and he was going to come into the action. Then Trollbrew comes in and they end up having a trolling session. I'm going by all of this by memory here. And then Trollbrew supposedly sparks a rivalry with Enzo by trolling in his face or something. And then he ends up doing that, and then that's supposedly what they do for the entirety of the rest of the series because they just get forgotten. Basically, later on, there was a guy on DeviantArt who created a Trollbrew picture who we all tend to use. I got permission from the guy on DeviantArt, who actually wasn't even bothered by us using the picture. I asked the guy if we could use it, and he wasn't bothered and said, cool, you can use it, I don't care. And so the picture, I can use it now, and he's also going to be a character. Essentially, he was supposed to be Enzo's rival, and essentially supposed to be Enzo's main enemy since he's supposed to mean something. Starman failed to execute this properly. I want to try and do it properly. I've done so much, I don't want to show myself as a complete, perfect person. Yeah, I don't do fades like that anymore. Hallelujah. That was an absolutely awful shot to make, and I remember hating making that shot. I didn't get to close it properly because I think it went weird or something. Or probably the recording ended. Just rewind time a bit. Just imagine if he just appeared there. I scripted that. I wanted him to do the ow. Basically, all of these videos are scripted. Every single scene is recorded in accordance to the actual script line that I'm recording it for. So if someone's saying ow, I'm trying to replicate that in the actual recording. So if any script line I've made here is the result of the scripts that I made for it. I didn't organize my scripts, so I don't know where it is now. No, I know I have it. I didn't delete any scripts. Sometimes I change or edit things in the actual video script in comparison to the actual script because I don't want to change it too much. And sometimes something in the actual old script might not make sense or might not explain much in the actual version. Love how I regressed from Luigi's Mansion to Super Mario 64. I just wanted to show that it was a bit of a weird moment. Also, I based this off of SMG4's video. One of SMG4's good videos. And he's actually his arch enemy in this series, unlike whatever the hell Starman 3 wanted to call it. Basically what I'm trying to explain is happening is he's tortured him with the Trollolol song that he just doesn't want to hear it anymore. As any troll, obviously. This scene was executed really poorly. And yes, he's actually whispering in my disguise. It's not like, I've actually just put a thing there saying in my disguise. No, that's him actually whispering that. I just didn't clarify he was whispering because it's in the middle of the sentence. I wanted him to have the troll face on there, but I couldn't find the boo face texture, and I didn't know how exactly I would put a troll face there, so I just failed. I love how I'm ironically referencing the series I'm eventually gonna make here. Yeah, because we call it teleportation styles, and they're like, what? Why the hell are you calling it teleportation styles? I'm like, what? I call it that in my series. What the hell? So yes, this was basically a damsel in distress video. Save Enzo, that's it. I don't do fade shots like that anymore. I just didn't know how to do it at the time, that's why I do it. That's why I did it then. By the way, I'm about to foreshadow another video I'm going to be making. Basically, I'm trying to say they didn't move for the entirety of this video. Also, I think this video was a debut of the code where I don't have the Mario's heads turning side by side anymore. Special occasions, aka the next video I'm going to be making. Again with the animation swap codes. Okay, this is based off some random weirdos that I met at my school that are really, really terrible and awful. Oh no. The character is based off of that, not the scene. Okay, the scene was based off of some random assumptions about me in SM3 at the time. Also, I can't love him. I'm like nearly a decade younger than him. Yeah, this was particularly based off of a bunch of idiots in my school who... Okay. There was a particular instance in a sport lesson when we were picking groups for like doing a certain thing. Every single girl that we would pick, our school, particularly gender, it organizes our genders up so that we do gender specific sports. It's really sexist, I know. And whilst we were creating groups to do certain things, I usually tend to stay behind whenever people are picking groups because I don't particularly tend to have any friends in my group of girls. When I was picking a group and they stuffed me into the group of girls which I hated, every single one of them went up to me and hugged me as if they were my fangirls. I am not kidding. They were all onto my face. I'm particularly basing this moment in the video off of that. I don't want to be hugged by you. Yes, I have Project 64 priorities. Those were all different shots. I was obviously doing more of SM3's stupid video skits. And my camera's busting too, so might as well do a better shot. Turn right to him, it would be left to us. Lag. basically I'm trying to say, well, we meet again scene. Don't even ask me how that happened. I literally have no idea how this happened.
You're steering the wrong way.
This was a joke in YTR that apparently he thought was funny.
No.
And don't even ask me how this one happened. I don't want to particularly show when I'm skidding at the edge of a scene. And apparently the camera is acting weird too. Yeah, I really wanted to show this particular part of the scene and obviously it failed. I just jump off the camera! Me trying to get Enzo's shot right. This is not easy to record. I was doing the Roblox joke because apparently that was funny. I guess. In a different context, I guess it might have been funny. Okay, I told Enzo to record this and he actually did it. Thankfully. This is based off of a thing me and my friends were doing in real life at the time. And you will see it in a moment.
I am floating for...
The reason this is because I put the shot too high. He's floating too high over where he should be. And I was like, oh, I should make this an outtake. Okay, and then I made it.
For no reason, but I have an idea.
Okay, why is he moving as if he's in a V shape? Me and my friends at the time sometimes would sing the troll song in a mocking way with the same head movements that he would have in a much faster fashion. And we would particularly mock it that way. It was funny at the time, and I was planning to reference that in the video using Trollboo's actual body. I don't know if they got the reference. They probably wouldn't understand. Especially since I edited it really terribly. Now this is better. SM3 apparently cracked his butt off at that one for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I literally recorded him in the wrong ROM, and then that screwed up the entire shot. Yeah, I literally recorded him. I literally recorded getting the star. This is a really terrible shot because this is a really terrible outtake thing because I didn't want to. Obviously the scripting on the spot thing didn't exactly work here, and the script is really cringy around this part. I really don't like it, and I'm sure many other people don't. There's no joke to be understood here, it's just random scripting. Okay. See y'all, have a good day, peace, and the next video will just be going to Super Mario 64, A Day of Sadness, which is basically just me moaning about YTR. See y'all, have a good day, peace.